If you find yourself living a life that doesn't resonate with your deepest desires, resist the temptation to blame your circumstances, your past, or other people for your current situation. Instead, focus on the silent force that underpins every action you take, every choice you make, and every outcome you experience: your thoughts. The life you lead serves as an honest mirror, reflecting what you have come to believe is possible. The repetitive thoughts and beliefs that you've entertained, often without realizing it, shape your reality. Thoughts are not meaningless whims floating aimlessly in your mind. They are tangible forces, structured and directed, imbued with energy. They are dynamic and creative, and if sustained long enough, they can manifest into tangible reality. You are the culmination of the thoughts you cultivate and nurture. No one has ever achieved wealth without perceiving it as a natural state. Similarly, significant life changes cannot occur while you cling to outdated limiting beliefs. The only barrier between you and your dreams is not your circumstances, your age, or your starting point. It is rooted in a thought that has never been clearly articulated. A vague, hesitant thought, filled with doubt. Such thoughts lack the power to yield results. In contrast, a clear and unwavering thought, when accompanied by burning desire and persistent action, becomes the seed from which all your aspirations can grow. You can choose to navigate life either as a beggar chasing fleeting fortune, or as a mastermind who designs your own destiny. The distinction lies in your mindset. A beggar thinks that value comes from external sources and happens by chance, while a person who takes control of their fate understands that it is their mindset that unlocks the doors to opportunity. Never underestimate the power of a single thought. When you repeatedly focus on a specific idea each day, it becomes your subconscious's operating system, silently influencing your actions, decisions, and reactions, even when you are not aware of it. It is these subtle influences that ultimately shape your life. Unfortunately, most people do not live according to their own conscious thoughts. They operate on autopilot, reacting reflexively. They often repeat limiting beliefs passed down through generations, ideas about fear, scarcity, and societal expectations, mistaking these inheritances for their true selves. However, you are not obligated to live this way. You have the power to choose again. Take a moment to pause, reflect on the thoughts that drive you, and ask yourself a powerful question. Is this how I truly want to think? Do these thoughts serve the person I aspire to become? If the answer is no, you have the opportunity to begin anew today. You don't have to change the entire world. You merely need to shift how you communicate with yourself. A wealthy mindset does not dwell on lack. A strong individual does not entertain thoughts of defeat. A confident person does not see rejection as the end. All change begins with a choice, a decision to think like the person you aspire to be. Once you commit to that thought and repeat it with clarity and conviction, you are effectively programming your internal operating system. Thoughts are not just instruments for comprehension, they are tools for creation. When you immerse yourself in thoughts of abundance and embrace them emotionally, you begin to behave like a person who is abundant. Your choices, interactions, and relationships will transform accordingly, leading to different outcomes. What many dismiss as luck is often the result of a mindset that has been cultivated long before opportunities arise. Luck does not randomly land. It is constructed from within through mindset, emotions, and persistent actions. If you question this idea, reflect on your own thoughts about money, self-worth, and future aspirations over the past few years. Have those thoughts propelled you forward or kept you stuck in a cycle of procrastination and disappointment? To achieve different results, you must abandon old thought patterns. Every thought is a silent command sent to your subconscious, which, in its powerful capacity, does not distinguish between right and wrong. It simply absorbs what you consistently repeat with strong emotion and works to align your external world with this internal programming. You do not require extraordinary talent or a perfect starting point. All you need is the discipline to consciously choose the right thoughts and repeat them daily. When you change your thinking, you rewrite your internal source code. As your source code changes, your behaviors, actions, and ultimately, your results will transform as well. It all begins within and is rooted in how you speak to yourself. Start today. Write down a clear affirmation about the person you wish to become. Read it every morning as part of your daily routine and repeat it each night before bed. When your subconscious is most receptive to new ideas. This repetition is not born from doubt. It is a process of construction. When executed correctly, each thought becomes a foundational brick for a new life, one that is powerful, free, and abundant. Reflect for a moment on a time you wished for something so profoundly that you felt the universe had to listen. Perhaps it was an unfulfilled aspiration from your 20s, or a desire you have quietly nurtured for years, but hesitated to express. If so, I invite you to declare, "I'm ready." Your willingness to engage with this journey brings me immense joy and gratitude. If you choose to silently acknowledge your presence with a simple "like," that gesture alone is a valuable gift to me. This journey is not solely about success. It is also about reigniting a long-forgotten aspiration within your heart. Achievement begins when you cultivate a clear and unwavering desire. Every accomplishment originates from a definitive decision, a firm and non-negotiable declaration. Consider the story of Edwin C. Barnes, an individual perhaps unfamiliar to you, but who exemplifies this principle. He didn't approach Edison seeking a job. Instead, he announced his intention to become his business partner. Imagine someone with no financial resources or connections, driven solely by a bold thought, daring to cross thousands of miles to claim his vision. Because he refused to compromise on his goal, destiny didn't compromise with him either. Large aspirations do not birth from half-hearted intentions. They reject ambivalence and uncertainty. They emerge when you boldly declare, "I will achieve this," without seeking back doors or escape routes, only a singular path forward. Barnes's story reminds us that when you want something desperately, to the point where it disturbs your sleep, the world will conspire to help you realize it. What often causes adults to abandon their aspirations isn't a lack of ability, but rather a conditioning that teaches them to negotiate with their desires, to smother their inner fire with justifications. They've accepted the notion that now is not the right time, that responsibilities hold them back, that age limits their possibilities. But success doesn't differentiate based on age. It only requires the courage to declare what you desire and to act as if it's destined for you. True aspiration is not a mere fantasy. It is a vibrant form of energy. When nourished with commitment, it reveals opportunities that you previously overlooked. Just as Barnes worked in Edison's factory for months, unnoticed, until a chance arose, and he was prepared to seize it. I'm not asking if you have dreams. I'm asking if you have the audacity to declare them. Are you willing to stand before the mirror and vocalize your deepest desires? Do you dare to write them down, commit to them, and act daily as though there is no alternative? If your answer is yes, you are already beginning to forge a new gravitational force in your life. Success does not stem from half-hearted intentions. It flows from passionate souls who choose one goal and pursue it with unwavering focus. Do not be deceived by the silence within you. That quietude often conceals a powerful aspiration waiting to be awakened. If you firmly declare what you want, without hesitation, you will shatter the box that has confined you, allowing your life to unfold in ways you've never imagined. Comment, "I'm ready," if your heart is echoing this sentiment right now. For sometimes a single word is all it takes to break free from the constraints of past limitations. I want to express my heartfelt gratitude for your presence here. You inspire me to write and share these reflections. Your silent acknowledgement, or even a simple "like," validates my efforts and makes it all worthwhile. Remember, the world is not owned by the most talented. It belongs to those who are most ready. Readiness begins with one thing: an unyielding declaration. Without clarity, there is no true beginning, a fundamental truth known to anyone who has ever achieved greatness. Every accomplishment, whether grand or modest, starts with a clearly defined aspiration, not vague, not waiting for someone else's approval. This desire is not a fleeting emotion or a casual wish. It is a resolute decision anchored in inner commitment. If you lack a precise understanding of what you want, life may send you spiraling in circles, steered by randomness and external influences. Without defining your destination, don't expect to arrive where you genuinely want to be. A clear desire is the strongest psychological anchor you can possess. It serves as a source of motivation, requiring no reminders, and a beacon of guidance through uncertainty and doubt. Those with strong, defined desires do not require external pressure. They cultivate intrinsic motivation every morning. The vivid image of their desired outcomes is sufficient to inspire them to rise, even after experiencing setbacks. Most importantly, clarity in your desires amplifies your capacity for action. When you know exactly what you want, every step forward is guided by an inner compass, helping you discern when to say no, when to persevere, and when to adjust your approach. This clarity is often lost amid society's expectations and rules, but the distinction between success and mediocrity lies not in talent, but in the clarity of one's desires. Individuals who drift through life often express vague wishes, like, "I want to be happy," or "I wish for a better life." These are not actionable goals. In contrast, those with defined goals assert, "I want to earn 200 million Vietnamese dong per month from my business within the next 18 months. They articulate precisely what they want, envision how it will materialize, and clarify what they are prepared to sacrifice to achieve it. This specificity creates an invisible attraction, aligning your mind and actions with the envisioned outcome. Clear desire represents a commitment, not just to a goal, but also to oneself, ensuring that you will not settle for anything less than what you deserve. If you've never thoroughly defined your aspirations, you may be easily swayed by mediocrity and complacency, drifting through life without a distinct purpose. A person lacking clear goals is more susceptible to feelings of depression or burnout, as they lack a vision to pursue with passion. Thus, every significant accomplishment in life, whether in career, relationships, health, or spirituality, must begin with the crucial inquiry: what do I truly want? While this question appears simple, it often proves challenging to answer, as most individuals can articulate what they don't want, such as poverty or failure, but struggle to express their true desires. Recognizing what you genuinely want and doing so with vivid imagery and sincere emotion activates your mind to operate like a well-tuned machine, driving you towards your goals. Clear desire is born not from fleeting thoughts, but from deep introspection, quiet self-reflection, and the courage to vocalize your true longings, even when they elicit laughter or skepticism from others. Not everyone possesses the bravery to pursue profound dreams. Many settle for moderate aspirations to avoid disappointment. Don't allow yourself to succumb to this mindset. Begin with a blank sheet of paper. Write down what you want. The more specific, the better. Articulate clear objectives, including measurable results and deadlines. Don't merely note what you wish to achieve. Also include what you are willing to sacrifice for it. A desire devoid of commitment remains a fantasy. Most importantly, read your articulated desires every day, first thing in the morning and last thing before sleep, to embed them deeply in your subconscious. This practice will initiate a transformation in your thoughts, actions, and decision-making processes. A mind driven by clarity of desire will instinctively reject anything that doesn't align with its goals, becoming sharp in discernment, adaptable in response, and steadfast in its commitments. As your desire becomes sharper, your actions will also become more focused, leading to assured results. When positive outcomes manifest, you will realize that luck is merely a term for clarity cultivated in advance. Every achievement commences with a definitive decision. I want this, and I will do whatever it takes, within the bounds of my values, to accomplish it. When you summon the courage to clearly define your aspirations, you've completed half the journey. The other half involves consistent, determined action fueled by reaffirmed desires. Success does not arise from fleeting inspiration, but stems from unwavering commitment to a desire so profound it can guide you through all circumstances. You can initiate this transformation today. Remember, no one reaches their goals solely through dreams. Intense desires, if not translated into actionable plans, amount to mere echoes in the mind. It is the ability to organize thoughts, emotions, and actions into a cohesive, repeatable system that allows ordinary individuals to achieve extraordinary results. To embark on this journey, follow these 6 steps, each of which serves as not just a formula, but an internal guiding principle that has empowered countless individuals to turn the seemingly impossible into reality. If you are serious about your desires, begin with this very first step. Clearly define the precise number or outcome you seek. Eliminate vagueness and rough estimates. Articulate your wants with precision. When aiming for wealth, specify an exact amount you desire and establish a realistic timeline within which to achieve it. Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to stay updated with more motivational content. Like, share, and comment to support our work and spread the message.